Friday evening. I am Orange G, and this is the Orange G SWAC Sports Network. Try to say that a few times. This is Friday, which is every Friday. I will give you my predictions, also my SWAC t-shirt of the week. This week is Mississippi State Valley. Mississippi Valley, them Delta Devils. All right, let's get into it because I know y'all ready to wine and dine and drink and think and do something that just don't stink. And don't spend all your money tonight. Remember, rents due, mortgages due. By the third, I don't want to hear you calling. Say you told me to bet on so-and-so. I'm not telling you who to bet on or what to bet on. But if I was a bet man, I would always bet on black. Me. All right, with that being said, let's get straight to it. Last night, it was the Tulsa versus UAPB. UAPB came out strong, real strong. They caused turnovers. They only capitalized on one of those turnovers, but their run game was strong. Wide receivers at UAPB, let's get it together. Help your quarterback out. You got to capitalize on those mistakes, young man. I guarantee you, SWAC play is going to be just as hard. So if you get an opportunity, you better take advantage. Better luck next week, UAPB. Now, starting tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time on the NFL Network, Grambling versus Hampton. Grambling, I am overconfident in saying that you will win this game. Don't let me down. I don't think Hampton has enough. This game will be played in New Jersey. There's a lot of Gremlin fans up that way, and I see a bunch of G-Men t-shirts everywhere. So, hey, let's not let me down. Next up, at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, this game is on HBCU Go. Central State versus Mississippi Valley. Mississippi Valley. I wore my Devil's Devil t-shirt today. I think Mississippi Valley, they're going to beat somebody. And Central State, you may be just that somebody. All right, moving along. Southern versus Alabama State. I went back and forth with this game, and I said what I said Monday about Alabama State. I think they feel disrespected. Nobody talks about them winning the SWAC East. It's always FAMU or Jackson State. Alabama State, you need a t-shirt that say, why not us? Southern is riding real high for some odd reason. I guess because they lost to Jackson State twice in one season, and I don't know. So I think Alabama State, you have a better opportunity and chance to win this game. You at home. It's a PM game, so it's 5 or 6, depending on 5 o'clock Central, 6 Eastern. My bad. So you have a real opportunity to make a statement, and if you can beat Southern, you can definitely hang up there with Jackson State and FAMU. Moving right along, that game is on ESPN Plus. Moving right along on ESPN Plus, also at 6 p.m. Central, Alabama A&M versus Vanderbilt. Maynard, Coach Maynard. All the respect I have for you, sir. Do not let me down. Vanderbilt ain't that good. Next up, this game has been talked about in Mississippi like the Mississippi Mud Bowl is the national championship. Alcorn State versus Southern Mississippi. We all know what USM really stands for. And I got to salute my boy G, that Big Bad Braves fan. He came up with a name, and it's sticking. The University of Stolen Money versus Alcorn State. That's going to be on ESPN Plus also at 6 p.m. Alcorn, please win this game. I'm pulling for you. Please. All right. Next, Bethune-Cookman versus Memphis. ESPN Plus also. That's another 6 o'clock game. Bethune. Don't embarrass yourself on national TV. That's all I can tell you. That's the day games. Now, my game that I'm really interested in, the game of the week. That's Prairie View versus Texas Southern. Prairie View, you better not let me down. I have been talking so much smack because y'all have one of the best running backs in the SWAC this year. Now, I don't think that Texas Southern has the ability to stop anybody this year. And I really believe that Texas Southern will get ran over by this young man. You heard it here first. Ahmad Anton. If you ain't heard about him, you better wake up. This young man is a beast. This young man can flat out play. And besides that, he is from Orleans Parish. So, well, not Orleans Parish. He's from New Orleans, the West Bank. I really think this is the difference maker right here. Ahmad Anton gonna set the tone, and now he has another running back to complement him, so he won't have to carry that load like that. Fresh running backs. Texas Southern don't have that D line to stop that anything. And I understand that Andrew Body, Texas Southern, Andrew Body, you're gonna have to throw at least 4 to 5 touchdowns this game to win. So do y'all think that's possible? Probably not. But we're going to move right on along because I'm going to come back to this game in a second. Now, also, the Sunday game that Jackson State versus FAMU. Here we go again. Now, I had to think about this one. Hey, that's my dog. I apologize for that. All right. FAMU, your keys to defeating Jackson State is you cannot let the hype of this game get to you. When an opponent has beaten you year in and year out handily, the first year, y'all was still trying to figure out each other. The second year, they had y'all. Now, FAMU, it's been a while since you won an opening game. A long time. Jackson State put the SWAC on notice last week. But that's fine. You got to be aggressive with Jackson State. Not overly aggressive, but aggressive. You got to blitz that quarterback. You got to make that quarterback throw downfield. He was a little off last week. Now, that was first game jitters. So maybe he has gotten that taken care of. But FAMU, if you do not come down there and bully Jackson State, because Jackson State is going to bully you. Jackson State has that it. They have the mindset of a 2-time defending champion. They expect to go down to Florida to win in Miami. FAMU, do you really want to win? I heard a FAMU fan say, we beat everybody in the SWAC that we played except Jackson State. That's something to brag about? Really, FAMU? You anointed yourself self-champions of the SWAC. Now it's time to put up a shut up. I don't want to hear anything. That game is Sunday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time on ESPN. The whole nation will be watching this game. I'm telling you, FAMU, if you do not go down there and whoop Jackson State, I don't want to hear nothing from y'all the rest of the season. Because all y'all going to be doing is wishing and praying that somebody beats Jackson State. I've said this before about Jackson State. If Jackson State can go 4-0 or 3-1 during these first 4 games, it's going to be hard for anybody to beat them in the SWAC. You will beat the SWAC preseason favorite to win the East and the preseason favorite to win the West. So, FAMU, the ball is in your court. Jackson State, I already know what y'all coming to do. The boom coming to win. The team coming to win. Coach T.C. Taylor, he done shook them nerves off. That man come to coach. Now, I said this Monday, can Jackson State handle adversity? South Carolina State, you didn't pinch them until the 4th quarter. They haven't been tested. I will say that again. Jackson State have not been tested. So JSU, you still got something to prove. And beating FAMU 3 years in a row, that's something. In the state of Miami, in the state of Florida. Now, my game. Prairie View, Texas Southern. I touched on it a little bit. I want y'all to understand this. I am not a hater of any SWAC schools. I want all SWAC schools to win. But when I pick the game of the week, I'm picking that game of the week for my personal satisfaction. Not because I dislike Texas Southern, because I probably picked Texas Southern to beat somebody later on. But this game right here, playing against Prairie View, TSU, I'm telling you right now, that third ward is unforgiving. But them Panthers coming up in there to take your lunch money. And them Panthers hungry. And y'all think I'm playing. This is going to be a ground and pound. And I will be at the game. And you can't miss me because I will have on the Orange SWAC Sports shirt. So if anybody want to run up and say something, come on. I'm telling you right now, Ahmad Anton is going to run all over y'all. I'm expecting that young man to have at least 3 touchdowns and over 100 yards tomorrow. You think I'm joking? Holler at me Sunday. I will be back here in the studio Sunday. And I'm most likely going to live stream the Jackson State game. If I ain't too tipsy, because it's Labor Day, I'm going to throw them back in there. Now, leave comments, leave I told you so, leave everything that you want to leave. But when I predict the game, bet on black. I'm not 99.5% correct. Texas Southern, hold that L, a big L. Prairie View is coming to take your lunch money, cookies. Now, it's time for me to go because I got to get on this road. But I will leave you with this. Go Panthers! Prairie View, baby! Y'all have a good evening. Stay safe this weekend.